Big trouble for Fubara. Big trouble for Fubara. The Supreme Court has given a verdict, and that verdict has thrown Rivers State into chaos. Rivers State, as we speak, is boiling. Rivers State is on fire as a result of the Supreme Court verdict. Let's look at what the Supreme Court says. The Supreme Court has prohibited Central Bank of Nigeria from disbursing funds to the Rivers State government. Additionally, the court has directed Amewule to reconvene with all elected members of the assembly. Amewule is Wike's boy. Amewule and 24 other lawmakers, that their seats were declared vacant by a court in Rivers State. Now, Fubara had been operating with 4 lawmakers in Rivers State after he fell out with Wike and his boys, who are the Amewule gang. The Supreme Court has given an upper hand to Wike's boys, which is Amewule. The court has directed Amewule to reconvene with all elected members of the assembly. Also, the Supreme Court has annulled the elections of all local government chairpersons who were elected in the October 2024 elections organized by the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission. We have said it before that the kind of politics we play in Nigeria might eventually destroy Nigeria. Tinubu may be Nigeria's last president, because with this type of verdict, you have thrown Rivers State into chaos. This might be another season of revolution in Rivers State. What are the facts? The fact here is that the Supreme Court has given an upper hand to Wike in Rivers State. Whether you are going to do analysis, political analysis here and there, we all know that this particular judgment favors Wike camp. Since Fubara fell out with Wike, or Wike fell out with Fubara, there have been chaos and crisis forth and back in Rivers State. Wike no one agree, Fubara no one agree. Fubara accused Wike of this and that, asking for money. They went to Tinubu to reconcile. At the end of the day, nothing happens. They went to court, from court to court to court. Now, the Supreme Court has given a final verdict. I believe whatever the Supreme Court says is law. You cannot appeal the Supreme Court. So Fubara now is stripped naked. What is next for Fubara? Jumbo and the 4 other lawmakers, we don't know what may happen. They are no more recognized by the Supreme Court as elected or lawmakers in Rivers State House Assembly. It is Wike's gang, Amewule and co, that are being recognized now. What are the possibilities? Number 1, Wike may be impeached. If Amewule and the elected members who are reinstated come together, there's a possibility that they are going to impeach, Fubara. Fubara will be impeached. Fubara will be impeached. If all the elected members, Amewule and co, come together to convene, there's a possibility that Fubara would be impeached. Now, if the governor is impeached, a lot of things might happen. There will be chaos in that state. They will install a new governor. They will sack all the commissioners and create a new government. Now, Wike has control of Rivers State. They have carried Rivers State and put in Wike's hand. I was asking somebody a question. Tinubu is the head of the executive. We have 3 tiers of government: executive, legislature, and the judiciary. I asked this person a question. Who is the head of the executive? He said Tinubu. Who is the head of the legislature? He said Akpabio. Who is the head of the judiciary? He says is Wike. A lot of things are happening. After local government allocations are going straight to local government, this is happening. We don't know what will be the fate of a Fubara, because there are so many things on the table. The APC will play the long game. Despite this victory that is being given to Wike, they will not act fast. They will slow, they will take their time, wear out the enemy, they will do their investigations, and eventually they will pressure Fubara to join the APC. One other thing that will eventually happen is that Wike, this is the right time. This is the best time for Wike to decamp to the APC. If we continue with this politics of snatch it, grab it and run away with it. We ain't going anywhere. Look at what happened in Lagos State, Obasa and Co. Look at what happened. Look at the kind of precedent that this administration, look at the legacy they are leaving. Legacy, somebody called the president an area boy. It looks like an area boy kind of politics. I'm not saying that Fubara is wrong or right. I'm not saying that Wike is wrong or right. But when you look at it, justice must be seen, not just by verdict. Whatever verdict you give as a court, let people feel justice. It seems that cabals have hijacked Rivers State. Some people are advising Fubara to go the militant way, take to militancy, do this and that. Let's see how it goes. Because Fubara still has a lifeline. He's the governor. He's the governor of the state. If they are going to impeach Fubara, it will take a longer time. I think Fubara and Wike, they are in for another longer ride. Does Fubara have the guts? Can Fubara stand the heat of still fighting Wike, who has influence at the federal level? We see the hand of Wike and Tinubu in this. This is not only what is happening. I don't know what is what is the concern of the federal government in Rivers State. Just look at show of shame in Lagos State House of Assembly. Look at how they are running around because of what? Interest of some personal people. We have all agreed that on a mandate, we are standing on a mandate, and look at what the mandate is giving you. Do you think that this mandate have your interest at heart? Look at how things are being done under this administration. Do you think that they can deliver good governance? Maybe you don't understand what good governance is. That is why you believe that Tinubu can deliver. Tinubu has come to build his structure. I've told you. He has come to position himself for 2027. The most important thing is for him to finish his 8 years and set himself up amongst the cabals. I've said it. I will repeat it again and again. He doesn't care about the rule of law. He doesn't care about justice. He doesn't care about the welfare of the people. Anything you see that is being done is just show for show. Showmanship. Whatever you see that is being done is for showmanship. Dollar from 1.6, it got to 1.5. Some people were happy. But they did not tell us that they used $8 billion to defend the Naira. Rewind that revealed that information. APC were now attacking him. Why did you just reveal that information that we used $8 billion to defend the Naira? Look at the kind of persons you carry the treasury of Nigeria politically and give. I've told you, the only reason I'm supporting the Tinubu, if he continues in this restructuring and make sure the Fulani here win, that is the only thing. Anybody that will help will take a position against the Fulani. These are the people that I'm rooting for. But I know in the long run, these people, they are the same thing. They will reconcile. But however, this is not the way to go. Over to Osun State. The same court has nullified the local government elections in Osun State. The Judiciary. The local government in Osun State, they have been cancelled. So now, it is the APC. Jesus. This is double jeopardy. In Osun State also. In Osun State, they have disbanded, null and void, whatever election that was conducted by Adeleke is inconsequential. Only God knows what Davido will be saying now. I've told you, if you're a governor in Nigeria, you have no ultimate power. There's nothing you can do. The most powerful person is the president. He runs the show. That's why in the Southeast we have people that are imposed on us, because we have rigging machine, people that can rig elections. We vote for who we want. They rig the elections. We come out to exercise our rights. They stop us. They manipulate the process so that we cannot get what we want. So, and this always comes from the center. So is this the government that can give you good governance, except something is wrong with you, except you are blind to see that this kind of leadership cannot give anybody good governance. What is Wike's, what does he want in Rivers State? And I blame Fubara. Why would you accept a deal that you cannot come out and tell us, this is the reason why I'm fighting with Wike. This is the reason why I'm not accepting Wike's appointees. This is the reason why I don't want to continue anymore. You cannot tell us. You went and signed a secret deal. Use your head, carry on now. You don't consider the people, you consider your personal interest in all this. Change this system before Tinubu become the last president. It is a disgrace. The world is watching. The world is watching. Let's look at reaction. Every sensible Nigerian who uses common sense know that this case will end this way in the favor of Wike team. So Nigerians know that now Wike, who is the head of judiciary? If I go to exam and they ask me who is the head of judiciary, I go tell them say now Wike the head of judiciary, because it seems like they know how to use. They were building houses for judges, building estate for judges, and our learned people, our lawyers and our justices never saw the deception in the FCT minister. Always wanted to build. We have many people that don't have, millions of Nigerians that don't have homes, but judges that already have a quarters, you are building extra. That's why I've said it. This democracy is not for you. I see people supporting some set of politicians as foolish. Of course, there are others that are foolish and will remain foolish until they go down to the grave. So I'm not even surprised. So we are not surprised that it will end this way. In your face, the more you look, the less you see. There might not be any evidence that we can influence the court, but however, we are seeing what is happening. Somebody says, I don't really blame Fubara. Honestly, I blame so-called sons, most especially those who call themselves activists, collecting Rivers money, knowing fully well that the case is not going to favor sin. You can hate or like Wike, but one thing about him is that he follows the law and understands the law of waiting patiently. That's why Wike has never lost a case in court. He plays by the rule. Look at the reaction of Nigerians. Fubara should note that he has eaten with the devil and yet he refuses to use a long spoon. He will soon be sorry for his stubbornness. At the end of the day, it is a big lesson not to eat with the devil. Wike strikes again. Fubara didn't see this coming. Wow. Potential next thing that will happen, potentially, renegotiations. I've told you, ABC will play the long game with Fubara. Is either they tell Fubara, whether you lie low and complete your 4 years and bow out. If you are going to give you any opportunity, because looking at the philosophy of Fubara and Wike is like that of a betrayal. They might not give him opportunity for executive positions in the future. If the House want to impeach Fubara, they are going to be wasting resources, because the Maradona style our politicians can play, Fubara can play that Maradona style till except the federal government, the presidency declares state of emergency in Rivers State. Fubara can play the long game with this Amewele and co till their kingdom come. If they don't approve money, nobody gets money. Yes, Fubara will appoint. So if they want to scatter the state, let them scatter the state. Some people are suggesting that go the agitation way, go the Biafra way, go this, join this, and all that. Imagine. This is a legacy of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I don't care who is following which law. We understand what plays on. We understand what is happening in Nigeria. State of emergency, impeachment. The downside to the political tussle in Rivers is that development will be stagnated. The Rivers people will bear the brunt. That's the problem. When two elephants fight, the grass suffers. This is what is currently happening in Rivers State. Wow. What I'm seeing here, I pray that the crisis in River does not spiral. But can Nigerians fight tyranny? Do Nigerians have what it takes to stand up against tyranny? tyranny. And we understand that the federal government has disobeyed so many verdicts. Pay this person 100 billion. Federal government will know. They know how to appoint judges and lawyers to cases. They know how to play the politics and Maradona to make sure that you don't get justice. And it's clear, the more you look, the less you see. That's what they are playing for Fubara. Can the people of Rivers State, because the last time we heard about Edo State, they were making out, Edo no be Lagos. Edo no be Lagos. Edo no be, now Edo don't even, we were even like thinking maybe Edo will put up a fight. At the end of the day, it is all Badadash. Can Rivers also put up a fight? Tinubu understand the criminal and corrupt system and is playing by the rules of the criminal and corrupt system. One of the reasons why I don't support Tinubu is not someone that plays the good game. He plays the bad game. And you cannot build a foundation on what is wrong and get what is right. That is not possible. You cannot. If you build this legacy, someone will just come tomorrow and scatter everything and run his own empire. People are just coming to run empire. Some people, they get into power. They use power. For instance, if I stay in a community and someone from that community becomes the governor of a state, look at the kind of politics we play. He will use his influence and start buying businesses and houses in that community. He will come and buy, because he is the governor of a state. He will start buying all the properties. If there's a business center, he buys the building and builds a bigger one. He becomes the owner. He will take over businesses from people because he's in government. So the federal government knows what they are doing. Even with this local government autonomy, it is Wike and their set of Ikpeazu and Co. That's why I told you that if you see that Fubara, he's going to join APC. Labour Party, nowhere to be found. PDP, I think this is the best time for Wike to join the APC. PDP, Labour Party, people will be leaving these parties. I don't think P2B will run under the platform of the Labour Party anymore. Tinubu his plan has worked. He has destabilized the party. And they are willing tools in the Southwest to play the sabotage game. That's the problem. They are always willing tools in the Southwest to play that betrayal game. You see them spread all over. If you want to run an activism, if you want to run a social change group now, it's very difficult for you to take someone from the South because it is believed that they can betray. See PDP, see Wike camp in PDP, Atiku camp, Bala Mohammed camp, and Tinubu camp in the same PDP. APC is just intact. They know that criminals are food there. They understand their differences. And they will not tackle themselves because they know that we are all thieves. So if you call me a thief, I call you a thief. So they are just there enjoying the other because they are in power. Even the parties, no opposition in Nigeria anymore. And you tell me that this system works. You are blaming IPOB and all those people for agitating. This is time for Rivers people to show where they stand. Are you standing with what's the update, or are you standing with Fubara? Because after Supreme Court, I don't know. Is it a appeal court? I don't know. I think Supreme Court is the highest court. Whatever Supreme Court says is law. Nothing changes it. It can never change. Very unfortunate. We are having reactions from people. Fubara has not said anything yet. Wike has not said anything yet. It is going to be a long day. Long day. Money and time has been wasted. Demolish this house, build this one. Waste money. And the people are the ones. How can people who pretend to mean well for Nigeria rejoice that assembly members who swore an oath to their decampment from PDP to APC in contravention to the express provisions of the Constitution have been declared legal by the Supreme Court? It makes the Supreme Court a committee of Ndiara. I don't use the language this man use. It makes the Supreme Court a committee of Ndiara. Somebody says, advising Fubara should make sure no money leaves from Rivers to federal government. Tackle their madness with madness. How will he do it? A governor is just an errand boy. They will take the police from you. What would they do? What would Fubara do? Remember, they almost shot at Fubara. They pour water on him. A governor of a state. If the IG of police give order now and they declare state of emergency, how can he come and start saying make sure? Except you want to start agitating or join Biafra or join agitation. Except you want to start men or Niger Delta, the job people from the creeks. Except all those ones will happen. Except they want to destabilize. He has boys that are ready to destabilize River State. Except, but we can also have boys though. As Buhari has boys, as Tinubu has boys, so we can get boys, my brother. So it's not an easy thing for Fubara. I don't know what may be going through Fubara's mind. I don't know. By tomorrow morning, we don't know what is going to happen. The action that is going to happen. Is it Zobu or the people, the 4 lawmakers will respect themselves and go back to where they are coming from and allow the Supreme Court to have its way? Or is there going to be a resistance? Would they put a resistance? But I know one thing is for sure. This Amewule and co will never allow peace for Fubara. That one is for sure. That one is clear. They will never allow peace for Fubara. It's very unfortunate. Very unfortunate that we have Nigerians that are supporting this kind of rascality. Area boy rascality. Huh?